welcome to the Puppet News from Timbio. Today, we bring you a special Holy Week report where faith and tradition fill the streets. But before we start talking about this, Amara, how's the weather today?
Good evening, Elena. I'm here with the weather forecast. If it rains during the procession, people usually bring umbrellas. And the good news are, if the rain stops before 6 p.m., the procession will begin on time. Let me tell you, if it were sunny all week, more tourists will probably come to visit. Also, if it hadn't rained last year, the procession wouldn't have been delayed. That's all for today. I hope the weather is favorable so that the view of this event is pleasant.
Thank you very much, Amara. Let's hope the weather is on our side so we can witness this precious event. By the way, you might be wondering, what is Holy Week and why is it so important in the municipality of Timbio? Tiago has the news for us.
Thank you. I'm here on the main street of Timbio where people had already gathered for the traditional Holy Friday procession.
We heard this tradition is very old. Can you tell us more about when it started?
Of course. Some people say that the first procession had happened in 1852, when some soldiers had returned from the war and had been asked to carry the image of Christ through the streets. They also mentioned that the community usually walked about 18 blocks with candles to honor the passion and death of Jesus Christ.
That's amazing! Did you manage to speak with anyone from the organizing committee?
Yes. Carlos Martinez, the president of the Junta Permanente Pro Semana Santa, told us that they wanted to keep their own identity and not copy the style of Popayán. He said, we must have our own identity, and we have achieved it.
Very interesting. What about the people who helped during the procession?
The residents told us that many people participated. There were 240 cargueros, 36 moqueros, 32 saumadoras, and more. They said that each float needed more than 1 million pesos to be ready. They also added that during the year they raised funds by selling food, organizing raffles, and holding cultural events.
Wow! It sounds like a real community effort. So, Tiago, can you tell us exactly what happened today on Good Friday?
Of course. Early in the morning, the Via Crucis is reenacted. Young and adult community members account the sacred story, moving through the 14 stations across the town.
And after that, what do people usually do?
At noon, the sermon of the 7 last words takes place in the main church. It's a moment for deep reflection on the final words of Jesus.
That must be very emotional. What about later in the evening?
In the evening, the most solemn event happens, the procession of the Holy Sepulchre. The float carriers of the Holy Sepulchre wear purple tunics with a beige stripe, and others wear beige tunics with blue scarves. The saumadoras walk wearing traditional ñapanga, dresses in black or purple, spreading incense along the way.
Is there a specific order for this procession?
Yes, the procession includes around 27 floats. It starts with the float of La Muerte and moves from the church of San Pedro Apóstol to the church of Nuestra Señora del Rosario de las Lajas. The last float is always La Dolorosa, representing both pain and the hope of resurrection.
It sounds truly beautiful. What else did the locals say about this procession?
They shared that people from Timbio and nearby towns come to walk with light candles. It's a symbol of faith shining even in the darkest moments.
Thank you, Tiago, for this wonderful report. This tradition is definitely alive thanks to devotion of the people.
This was the Timbio Puppet News, reporting live. Happy Holy Week, everyone!